Welcome back to another video. Today Jules and I are going to talk you through the vast amount of empty products that we have next to us. We're not going to go through all of them because it'll take maybe a year. So
I'll show you the bag of empties that I have that we're not talking about. Yeah.
I don't have nearly that many. I mean, I have like maybe 12 products here. But anyway.
I've been collecting that bag for like a year though.
Okay, yeah. Okay, me less. So what we're going to do is try and go through products we really did like and would buy again, and then some we don't like and wouldn't buy again. So, why don't you take us away with your ones you like?
Okay. I finished this yesterday and it made me very sad. It's my Nyx Rev de Miel lip balm, which I've talked about a lot, and it's all gone. But I did have it since April last year, and I use it pretty much every single night before I go to bed. So it's lasted me a really long time. I absolutely love it. I would 100% repurchase it. In fact, I'm planning to do so the next time that I go to a True Earths that stocks Nyx, because you can get it, I know the one in the waterfront and certain other selected True Earths, you can get Nyx products. So I'm definitely going to repurchase that. Easily my favorite lip balm.
Okay, my first favorite, and forgive the state of the container, but I cut it open like a savage to get the last bits out.
What did you cut it open with? Because it
A
looks like you used
knife.
like a butter knife.
No, no, but I mean all my knives are really blunt. In any case, it's the Kiehl's Creme de Corps, and I hacked it open to get the last, because there's so much product that sits inside here that you can't get out. So I'm not
and it's
even
like 400 Rand a dollop.
Not even ashamed. You get like a good solid like 4 or 5 days worth of product out of here just by scraping out the inside. Definitely would buy it again. Phenomenal. Love, love, love. Even though it's expensive. When I say I would definitely buy it again, I mean people must buy it for me as a present.
For example, Camilla bought that for me for Christmas,
Yes.
and I use it about once a month because I'm scared of it being finished. It's really, really gorgeous stuff.
Okay, next one.
My next one is this tea tree water, which is a toner from Lush. The reason that I really like this is it's obviously got tea tree in it, along with a few other bits and pieces like grapefruit water and juniper berry. And the great thing about tea tree for people with oily skin is it's very antibacterial. So it's a great way of just adding another little layer of cleansing to your skin. I use it in the morning after I wash my face, before I put my serum and my moisturizer on. And I just feel like it's a really good way of getting a deep clean, making sure that your face is nice and fresh before you start adding products to it again at the beginning of the day. It's nice and fresh. You can also use tea tree to disinfect your makeup brushes and things like that. So this is a really great product. This is finished. I've since bought the Big Daddy bottle, which I'm busy working my way through.
Okay. My next one is another body product, which is this Body Shop Sweet Lemon Body Scrub, which I absolutely, and smells.
Can you still smell it?
Yeah, you can still smell it.
Oh, that's
It's delicious, eh? So every year for Christmas, my granny gives me something from the Body Shop. This year she gave me the Mango Body Scrub, which I featured in my last favorites as well, which I love. I was just saying to Julia, I prefer this even to the Soap & Glory Sugar Crush Body Scrub, because I just feel that this, on dry skin, so I pop it on before I hop in the shower, and I really just work it in, and then it has kind of oils built into it, so when you rinse it off, your skin is just so moisturized and soft. It's incredible, and it smells delicious, and love, love, love.
probably a lot cheaper than Sugar Crush
Very
too.
cheaper, very much cheaper.
They smell pretty similar actually, so maybe it's a good dupe. Well, as you say, maybe even better than Sugar Crush.
I think hands down it's better, but so love this, and will definitely, if my granny doesn't buy me anymore, I'll buy them myself.
My next product is this Buin. One day someone will tell me how to pronounce that. Active long lasting spray, and this is SPF 20. I really, really rate Buin. How do you say it?
I don't even know.
I have no idea. Sun care, because I think that it's incredibly good quality, and I find on me it lasts all day. I mean, yes, okay, I know when you go for a swim you're supposed to reapply straight away, but I find you can get away with not having to do that every single time with Buin products, because they just seem to last really well. SPF 20 I find personally is enough sun protection for me if I'm going to be in the sun for a good amount of the day, and it's just like a nice fine spray. It's kind of like a mist, and it makes it easy to rub in, and honestly the whole process of putting on sun cream, we all know, is a massive hack. So a little spray I think is really, really handy and just makes the whole process a bit easier. So I would definitely repurchase that.
My next one is the Precleanse oil from Dermalogica. which I absolutely love. I would definitely repurchase it again. I know I am currently using the Body Shop Silky Chamomile Cleansing Oil, which I do also love, and I think does as good a job, but the smell of that for me is not great, and the smell of this is delicious.
It's quite botanical.
It just feels really luxurious, and I absolutely love it, and I miss using it. I think that's kind of the whenever I use the Body Shop, I'm like, this is nice, but I wish it was Dermalogica.
Yeah.
So that's,
I know what you mean. I have the same thing. Like, I'm going to do a review on, I've actually got an empty here, handy, the MAC Cleanse Off Oil. I'm going to sneeze. And it does the exact same thing as the Body Shop one. The Body Shop one is 150 Rand, which is obviously half the price of this. And I think, how much is that?
That's a lot. That's in the 400.
Okay. And it does the same thing, but yeah, there's something about the luxury of a product that's maybe got different ingredients and it has a slightly different texture that I quite like. But yeah, I tried that Precleanse again and it totally stings my eyes.
Does it?
So bizarre. Yeah.
Weird. That's the first time ever that you've
that
had a
doesn't
reaction.
happen to anyone else I know, so it's really strange.
Your next one?
Is it me? Okay, the first product that I didn't really like. This is the Benefit They're Real mascara. I bought this in London sometime last year. I like the effect on the lashes. I think it's very volumizing. It's really nice and jet black. It makes your eyelashes look quite separated and full. But I really didn't like the brush. So it's a plastic brush, but unlike something like the Max Factor or the Clinique mascaras we talk about, which have silicone brushes where the bristles are actually slightly flexible and have a softness to them, this brush is rock hard plastic. It's molded plastic. And I find it very painful to use because when you're trying to build the volume at the base of the lashes, it's basically stabbing you in the eye.
I think you're kind of a wimp.
No, I'm not. It was painful.
Why
must I put up with it? Really?
I also love that mascara, but I just found that it dried out so quickly. It was dry within like a month.
This isn't finished. And it's got some mascara in there, but it's it dried out really quickly.
And then it flakes really badly. You know,
it's expensive.
It is very expensive.
It's seriously, I think it's over £12 or something like that. I mean,
I bought it when they were still stocking Benefit at Woolies.
Oh, wow.
And when I went to the till, I was like,
gross.
Okay, a product I didn't like. It's this deep sleep bath soak that I got my friend Charlotte to bring back from the UK by a brand called This Works. And I always, when I lived in the UK, I used the bath oil, which was sublime. It was super potent. You needed a little bit, and it just the smell is just. I think you can still smell it in there.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. It's so calming and soothing and brilliant. And I thought, okay, well, let me just try the. It's kind of like bath salts. I thought, like, how bad could it be? Yeah, not good.
But that was in one of your favorites.
No, but like, it was a favorite at the time. But then, like, you just think, okay, now you have to use so much of it to get the same effect as the bath oil that I ended up getting through it in like
This Works
3
is a very
baths.
pricey brand.
It's a super pricey brand. I didn't realize I had it in the favorites. That is embarrassing. Yeah. I've changed my mind, and I reserve the right
you absolutely
to change my mind.
But that is disappointing though when you do like something and you have to use a lot of it and it's
I think
expensive.
it's because I had to use so much of it that I don't like it, because I got through it so quickly that I used it in like 4 or 5 baths, and it was a lot. It was.
And actually you could just use Epsom salts and a bit of lavender oil and
that's what I do
achieve
now.
the exact same effect.
That's what I do now.
I think bath salts are a little bit of a luxury.
So, no.
Except those Rock O'Neill ones, I want to try those.
Muscle. Mm-hmm. Okay, next one.
Okay, my last one is this. Oh, it's covered in hair and fluff. NYX Felt Tip Liner in Extreme Black. So it's basically just like a Koki for eyeliner. The tip is really nice and firm, and it's very black, which is great. You know, sometimes liners, they don't have enough pigmentation, and you have to build up the black, or it looks a little bit grey. Color-wise, great. Felt tip, great. Dried out in about 3 weeks, and I don't have time for that. So I currently use the Soap & Glory Super Cat Liner, which I've had for quite a few months, and it's nowhere close to drying out. It's what I've got on my eyes today. So I do like this, but I don't think that it's long-lasting enough. And I've heard that the L'Oreal Super Slim, and there are a couple of variants, but L'Oreal's Felt Tip Black eyeliners are also really, really good. So when my Super Cat one runs out, that's what I'll buy, not this one again, I don't think.
Okay. My only other one I didn't like, well, I started off loving it, but then...
Another one that's been in the
I know. Well, it's a Eucerin Hyaluron Filler Night Cream, and I loved it for so long until I discovered a few other products, and then I realized this just wasn't right for my skin at all. Like, it wasn't doing the job that I find my Ren moisturizers are now doing. And I know it's a different price point, and I appreciate that. And I feel bad for saying this, but I wouldn't buy this again purely because I now know there's better stuff for my skin. I think that for a lot of people this does work really well, and it feels good. It's like nice and moisturizing, but it just wasn't giving the skincare benefits that my skin needed at the time. So it wasn't suitable.
I think probably good for maybe younger people with dry skin.
Yeah, maybe if you don't have, because if you just have dry skin,
yeah,
great. But I had a whole host of other things going on that needed to be addressed, and it wasn't addressing those. So although my skin was moisturized, it was still red, and it just wasn't. Whereas I find,
didn't deal with sensitivity at all.
No. Whereas I find the Ren moisturizers that I'm using now do address that, and the serums that I'm using from Juliette Armand do address those concerns. So I'm not bashing Eucerin. Like, I think it's a great brand, but this isn't suitable for me anymore, and that's why I wouldn't buy it again. So, yeah.
Cool.
That's it.
We have 5 million other empties to talk about, but we won't because you'll be bored. Yeah, let us know if you have used up a product recently that you either really love or have been a bit meh about, or have an opinion that you'd like to share. Leave it in the comments, please, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.